Hi guys. Sorry, I'm filming this on my phone, so I'm trying not to cover the microphone. Also, if the quality is a little lower than it would usually be on my phone, it's because I have to convert it to WMV for it to be included in this video with the editing software I use. But anyway, guys, so I'm filming this video to let you know that I'm actually going to be putting the playlist on Sam Golbach's channel that says all videos, oldest to newest, because all of his ritual videos that he participated in are included in that. So that is the playlist I will be using for all challenge videos going forward, because they're all in that. Unless I say otherwise, they will all be in that playlist. So I will be linking that playlist down below because the rituals are in there, just to let you guys know, to give you a heads up, because I know I said something different in the video, but it would just be easier if the credit could just, you know, stick with him because they are his videos. Hi guys, so I kind of have a Halloween-y themed shirt to film today. But today is the day that we're starting the 3 a.m. challenges videos. So again, if you guys didn't watch the Wednesday video, if I was all over the place in the Wednesday video, basically I felt nostalgic and I was watching Sam Golbach's 3 a.m. challenges recently, and I thought, why not talk about the 3 a.m. challenges he did in his videos and say why I think they're dangerous or not, or why I think the reward outweighs the risk or not. Now, there is a reward for this, but the reward is you survive. That, like, if you make it through, you survive. That's your reward, which I don't really think that's a good enough of a reward. I think you should just want to live in general. So today we're going to keep our vibration high. We're going to keep it positive today because, you know, sometimes when you talk about spirits and other things, you know, I just don't want any spirits attached to me. So we're going to keep our vibration high. We're going to keep it positive here. Again, if you didn't see the Wednesday video, welcome to spooky season. This starts counting this one, the 3 months that I have specialty videos. So definitely, if you want to see those, subscribe, stick around for that. But anyway, so we're going to talk about a certain ghost spirit that comes out at a certain time of night. I don't feel comfortable saying the name, but you guys probably know what it is if you watch Sam Golbach's videos. Also, for reasons that whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, I will link Sam's playlist of his videos down below. Now, there's a discrepancy with that. If Sam's 3 a.m. playlist has all the times he played this game, because he played this game 5 times. If he has all 5 times he played this 3 a.m. challenge, I'll link that playlist down below. If it only has a few, then I'm going to link the playlist that I watched them in down below. Okay, so I'm going to link the ones that I found it in down below. So just know that it's going to be one of the 2 playlists. It's going to be one of the 2 playlists. It's either going to be the one that he made, or it's going to be the one that I watched it in. So just know that. But no matter where it is still Sam Golbach's video. Anyway, so the first time he played this 3 a.m. challenge, so apparently this challenge used to be a Wiccan ritual. I am not Wiccan, I can't speak on that. But he read that somewhere it used to be a ritual. And for me, I don't think that things should be labeled as a challenge or a game when they used to be a ritual, because rituals are very serious business. Because you never know what happens in a ritual unless it's in your religion or you've done it before. You don't know what could happen, and Sam had never done this before. So this ghost or spirit this ritual was used to punish people who disobeyed the gods. So this ghost spirit, whatever this ghost or spirit or entity or whatever this spirit likes to go by, they were meant to punish people who disobeyed the gods. So this was meant as a punishment, not to get a reward or anything. The entity can cause hallucinations or remove your organs. Yeah. That for me right there is already maybe you don't want to do this because what? Like, I would not feel safe playing this 3 a.m. challenge if there's a chance that I could lose my organs. Like, I'd like to keep them where they are. Recommendation everywhere. People recommend you don't. Again, it's not a game. I don't recommend you do this ritual. I don't recommend it. It doesn't sound like it's fun. You have to write your full name down, your first, middle, and your last name, and give your blood. Now, right there, that makes me think of demons. But whenever anything says to give your blood, that instantly gives me pause and makes me think that this is not a good idea. I would never do that. Like, that does not sound like that's a good idea. Also, something about demons, if you guys didn't know, they can't come in without being invited. And you have to invite this certain entity in. I don't know if this entity is a demon or not. All I know is this entity can't come in unless you invite them. And I know demons can't come in unless you invite them. And that's why I always say never invite anything into your house that gives you a bad feeling, a sinking feeling. Trust your gut. Because, I just want to say, if there is something that is trying to scare you, that's most likely a spirit or something with bad intentions. And someone, like a loved one, wouldn't reach out because they wouldn't want to scare you. So just know these things, because it's very important that you know these things. If you feel a drop in temperature before they maybe rethink, that's one of the things you're supposed to look out for. I keep calling it a game, my bad, that's what my notes say. If you feel a drop in temperature before the ritual starts, maybe rethink. That's one of the things you're supposed to feel, like, look out for while you're doing the ritual. If you don't want to do it, that's your gut. So if you keep finding yourself saying, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, don't do it. That's your gut feeling that something is off and you don't want to do it. I'm telling you something may be off, like I just said. Have to stay in a circle of salt if you cannot relight your candle quick enough. Sounds like something I don't like. You have to relight your candle within 10 seconds. And if you don't do that, then you have to stay in a circle of salt so that the entity cannot essentially get you, is what Sam says in the video all the time. That doesn't sound comforting, but salt circles are used as protection a lot of the time. Salt circles are very, very protective. They actually do work. I've heard from people that have used them. They actually do work. They have this keyboard, a plugged in keyboard, and it started playing by itself while the ritual was going on. Obviously, spirits, entities, they can use technology to communicate. So they could mess up someone's computer. They could make the TV turn on randomly. They could do whatever they decide to do. When they go to the keyboard, it's turned on and playing. As I said, the keyboard had turned on. Spirits mess with electronics. So if electronics turn on, you may have a spirit in your vicinity, because spirits do use technology to even communicate. Like if you have a spirit box, you know, the thing that just goes all the time, and, you know, they talk through that. There are apps on your phone that spirits can use to communicate. There are so many things spirits can use to communicate. They can even talk through Siri at 3 a.m. apparently. I will link Colby's video down below to show you what I'm saying. So all credit goes to Colby Brock for that video. I might do it myself. I'm a little interested in it, but I'm not sure. That's not really a 3 a.m. challenge. It's just a thing on the internet. A cabinet was randomly opened during the game in the kitchen. So, you know, the camera goes blurry. Now, usually when the camera goes blurry, that means that there is a spirit where the camera is facing. Or it could just be that his house was dark, and so the camera was just going blurry. I'm not gonna call exact, like, that's what it was, but those are the two options for why it was blurry. One of the people playing the game got hit in the leg by something. He said it felt like a bite in one of the other videos of this game. So take that what you will. I didn't experience it. He did. He tells his story. I don't know. I believe him, but I just can't verify it. For the people that don't believe in this, I can't verify it, but I do believe him. Piano turns on again later in the ritual. So the light gets turned on before the end of the ritual, which, again, so again, not game, ritual. I keep saying game because it says in my notes. I'm going to have to write it better. The light gets turned on before the end of the ritual. That's one of the rules that you can't do. You can't turn the light on before the end of the ritual. Someone else in their group tried to close the door, and it felt like something was pushing against it to keep the door open. Again, that's his account. I can't say if that happened or not. I believe everybody in this video for what they felt or saw or anything. I just can't verify it. I know there's some logical people watching this video that don't, I don't know. I can't verify. Someone else saw the door handle move. So that's another thing. And the one whose channel it is, he woke up with a gash/scratch on his leg. When something makes a mark on you, and as an entity, a spirit or whatever, that's not good at all. Like, that's not good. That's not, no, that's not good. And Sam's candle went out somewhere in the video. So I'm putting all the times they played this together, so you have one full video of this. So weird things are happening in the house after not finishing the ritual properly. Obviously turning the light on before time, so things are happening. One person's dog, I don't really know who owns the dog, was barking at the guy whose channel it is door. And apparently they were saying the dog doesn't bark unless they see a human. So lights flickered when they had talked about it. The camera was turned off, but they came back on and said lights were flickering when they talked about it. The garage door opened and closed by itself. Someone else in the group had witnessed that earlier in the day. You can unplug electronics if you're afraid that that might freak you out or they might use it. You can unplug electronics. a photo falls off of the main person's mirror of only the person. The only picture of just him fell off the mirror. Someone else in the group felt lightheaded and chills at the person whose channel it is door where the dog had been barking. So the picture fell a second time. Same picture of just the guy whose channel it is. The girl in the group started seeing dots and feeling like she was going to faint. That's not a good sign. And the guy whose channel it is started to get a nosebleed. And it could have been a coincidence. It could have very well been a coincidence, like he was saying. But sometimes nosebleeds indicate spiritual activity. And not good spiritual activity. So the first time I watched this video, I had never seen it before, but the guy whose channel it is had bright lights behind him and then they disappeared. This is the only time I noticed it. Again, it could have just been a trick of the light. They have a street right by them, like they said. It could have just been a trick of the light, but I don't know. Another guy in the group saw it look like a person sitting on the couch, then it disappeared. Obviously, that goes with the hallucinations. And another guy in the group heard someone whisper his name and felt a cold spot. Obviously, if you hear somebody whisper your name, you're going to be freaked out. And then a cold spot, that definitely means a spirit. Like, that is definitely an indication. They heard a mask tip over by itself. Obviously, it could have just been gravity, but you never know with these things. Someone's candle went out. Loud sounds from the person who owns the channel's room, which is the room that they started the ritual in. Sorry. Can't. Someone else's candle went out right outside of the person's room. The person's painting had fallen off the wall. Their candle went out upon noticing that the painting fell. So the one who owns the channel saying keep spirits high is actually good when there's anything to do with spirits. You want to keep your vibration high. You want to keep your whatever high. You want to wear whatever protects you. I always wear a cross because I believe in God, and I believe that God is greater than anything else on this earth or off this earth. And like, you can wear a cross, you can wear a pentagram facing up. My boyfriend told me that is for protection. So you could wear a pentagram facing up, you could wear a cross like I do, you could wear whatever you want that you feel protects you. Keep your spirits high though, keep your vibration high, be as positive as you can. I'm being very positive. I'm talking to you seriously, but I'm keeping my mood high. So just know. Someone in the group sees red eyes, and the person who owns the channel saw it too after they pointed it out. Again, I can't verify. We didn't see it on the camera. Someone's candle went out again. So basically, I'm going to stop saying when candles go out, but candles going out is also a sign that the entity is near. So, you know, don't joke about the entity when it's in your presence. Please don't do that. That is not good. Listen, give the entity, if you're going to do these rituals, give the entity your respect. You have to respect that the entity has a lot of power. You need to respect the entity when it's in your presence. You need to give them respect. Why do you think when people do investigations, they always thank the spirits for talking to them? It's because you're giving them respect. You have to respect that these entities are very powerful. If they've been a part of rituals that are thousands of years old, you need to give them that respect. I always respect every ghost, spirit, entity. I respect the power that ghosts, spirits, and entities have. I respect it to the highest regard. I believe in God, and I believe that God is more powerful than anything on this earth, but I do respect the power that entities have. This is very weird explanation, but I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. I believe in God, and I ask for God's protection, but I wouldn't do these rituals anyway, so it's like, you know. The name of one of the people playing the game didn't burn, just the name. So they lit it on fire again, and I'm guessing it burned because we didn't hear anything about it again. So now we're on the third time they did the ritual. The girl was seeing stars again for a few minutes before it even started. Heard a sound of something falling in the guy's room. The girl heard that. The same picture of him fell again, the one of just the guy. Don't make jokes about anything to do with the entity. It's a very bad idea to joke. Like I just said, give it the respect it deserves. Do not joke. Do not joke. Do not joke. The girl heard footsteps above them. A random guy started to play Bloody Mary, which is stupid. Don't have two entities together. I know it was also another guy's idea too, but still to actually do it is stupid. Please do not try to do, please do not try to have two entities at once, okay? Unless the ritual specifically says that is supposed to happen, don't do that. Please just give entities their separate respect that they deserve. That guy that they did the game with that time that did that, he pisses me off in general. So just please, you know what I'm trying to say. Just please. A skateboard hit the guy in the heel, and the other guy that was riding it stopped riding it a while ago, he said. Obviously we didn't see that, we just heard the person say ow. So, you know. They heard a door open and saw the door to the garage was open. They said they always keep it locked. So again, doors opening, things happening. The camera gets blurry as they go towards the door. Again, I can't verify that it wasn't because it was dark. Again, I believe in these things, but not everybody does. As they go to close the door, another door open sound happens nearby. Someone turned the lights on, so they did the ritual wrong again. They had to do the salt circle. The piano turned on and started playing again by itself, which is something that can happen. Then the piano turned off by itself. One of the girls kept seeing a face in a room, and the guy saw the same. And the picture of just the guy who owns the channel fell. As they go to do the salt circle, the piano turned on again. And it was loud. It was very loud. As they were starting the salt circle, as soon as they made the circle, it goes quiet. The piano abruptly stops and everything. And it's silent. And a sound came from the guy who owns the channel's room. They heard it. Not us, because the ambiance that the guy uses in his video is so loud that you can't hear anything. Which I would say when you're doing something to do with entities or spirits, or you're doing an investigation, don't have really loud ambiance, because then people can't hear what's going on. And if you want people to hear, you kind of gotta have them be able to hear. Yeah, don't use ambiance. It's hard for people to hear when things happen. So a quote that the guy said was, "Doing this to show you it's a bad idea." And my question is, why do it then? Because if you know it's a bad idea, why not talk about why it might be a bad idea instead of doing it? So, fourth time they did the ritual. hearing sounds like footsteps outside before they even started. That could have been one of the guys ordered Postmates. They saw the car come. That could have been the Postmates guy. Someone saw 2 red dots like another guy did when they said they look like eyes, and this guy said they look like eyes. He sees the eyes again. They disappear quickly. He actually said, I'll quote him, for a second. A creak happened, but we couldn't hear it because of the ambiance. So he's saying, creaks, eyes, your thing went out. 2 creaks, eyes, your thing went out, meaning the candle, saying all the things that had happened. So the guy on the channel said he thought he saw something, and a big thump happened, and they said the skateboard moved. Again, can't verify, they didn't show the skateboard. TV turned on by itself, so it was a black screen and then it went to static. TVs nowadays don't really do that, so that's interesting. A glass broke in the kitchen. I heard it slide, then break. So definitely entities can move things like that. The girl's candle went out at the end for just 30 seconds at the end. Well, 30 seconds to the end, not it went out for 30 seconds. It just went out 30 seconds to the end. And when they turned the lamp on after finishing the ritual in the guy who owns the channel's room, it flickered at the end. So, that's where the video ends. So, the 5th time. This time they did it in an abandoned mansion. So there was apparently a boom in the mansion before the ritual starts. I didn't hear that. Sorry, I gotta take my Claritin. Sorry guys, if you saw the cut, it's because my alarm went off to take my Claritin. So yeah, again, a boom in the mansion before the ritual started. I didn't hear it. Again, I'm gonna try to say ritual as much as I can. If I ever say game, I will put ritual on the screen, but like, I'm trying to say ritual as much as I can. But I wrote the wrong word down in my notes. They hear a sound in the backyard. I didn't. Obviously, I'm not there. They say listen on the screen, but I can't hear it. You could probably hear it with headphones, but I was watching it on my TV to see if I saw anything. Don't provoke the spirit. That's another thing. Please don't do that. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. Again, like I said, give the spirit the respect it deserves. I believe God is greater than anything, but give the spirit the respect it deserves. One of the guys playing the game saw a shadow outside. Sorry if you saw a cut, it's because I said the names. I don't really want to say the names of the people playing the game. I kind of want to just say what happened, more importantly. They all heard a knock. The girl heard a knock on the door. So one of the guy's candles went out and they didn't have the lighter, so they had to go back and get it. So his candle was out for more than 10 seconds. Then the guy who owns the channels went out when they went upstairs, and the camera went blurry on the guy whose candle went out and the girl. The girl felt a really cold spot when they entered a room. So they heard a door sound. They heard a sound somewhere near them, and that was the front door opening. The door won't close now. They're saying it's because it's an old house. It wouldn't latch, so I'm just letting you know that they thought it was something, but it was really just an old house. The girl felt something on her leg. Could be an old house again. Heard the door again when making the salt circle. The girl saw a flash on the wall. Not me, obviously we didn't see it. They heard a voice. I didn't hear it. They heard a huge bang. I also didn't hear it because of the ambiance. The girl's ear was losing hearing towards the end. And papers didn't burn at first. For the ritual, you have a paper with your full name. So that's that ritual. Please Obviously, like I said, these videos are just to tell you my thoughts and opinions. You don't have to do these rituals if you don't want to. I'm definitely not doing these rituals because I don't live in this house alone. So I'm definitely not doing these rituals. I don't want to accidentally haunt myself. But thank you guys for watching. Yeah. If, you want to like this video, go ahead and like it. If you want to dislike it, that's an option too. If you want to subscribe to see my videos for the upcoming months, please know that if you do subscribe, click the bell, because YouTube doesn't always notify you when I upload. But if you click the bell, it will. And yeah, if you guys are going to do these rituals, please be safe. Please be safe, because I don't want anything to happen to you guys. So please be safe if you do decide to do these. That's why I'm not saying the name, because I just don't want to, you know. But anyway, but please, just if the most thing you can take away from this video is please give all the entities in these rituals the respect that they deserve. They are very powerful entities. Please give them the respect that they deserve. Say thank you after you do these things, thanking them for their time. But in my belief, and this is just my religion, I'm not trying to force you guys, please wear something that protects you, whether that's a right side up pentagram, a cross, whatever you think will protect you. In my opinion, God is greater than anything, and I use the power of prayer to protect me. But you guys don't have to believe in God. You can have your own belief system. But yeah. So, I love you guys. Please stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.